Jets burner at wide receiver. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Jets and the Bills, next on Madden NFL 23.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Brendan Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Jets coming into play. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
Allen off the play fake. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Allen going to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. They find some open field here. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
So the Jets now in great position here to start things out. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing is Allen on third. That's to Cook out of the backfield. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Fields. And that's Elliott, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Here's Fields. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. The Jets at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. The give is to Elliott.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Pressure comes and down he goes.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Allen.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Allen.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Allen. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And New York set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Now Fields.
Escaping the pressure. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Free kick out of bounds.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, they've certainly got him involved in this first half. And on 3rd down, they looked his way again, and what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. First carry now for Gus Edwards. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Here's Allen to throw it. The left side caught by Diggs. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Throwing on second and 8. Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, first and 10.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, second and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On second and 11 now.
Fields. He finds Wilson.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And the Jets first down.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 21 carries, 68 yards.
There were some signs of life from the ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Fields on third down. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now back to the ground with Elliott.
To about the 48-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Here's Fields.
Incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open behind the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Throwing again is Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Complete to Likely. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25 on 2nd down. Fields, no hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
On target to his man, Likely. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Fields now to throw.
Touchdown!
Isaiah Likely from 6 yards away. And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Parkey adds the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Well, that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cook up the gut.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 1 yard gain.
On 2nd and 9. Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. one, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Fields.
Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's corralled at the 40. But now
when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
From the gun, here's Fields. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Jets.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And his throw is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
To throw is Fields.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Allen now looks to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So here are the Jets now to take over. Last week, they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And here come the Bills.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, At least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks, got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Allen with a throw caught by Diggs. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Allen. Out to Knox, and he's got it along the sideline. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are back within a score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in that opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
But Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 10th carry now for Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Now it's Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And now out come the Bills. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing. Because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Second down at 4. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 45 on 2nd down, Fields. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin down in Miami with Baltimore paying a visit to Hard Rock Stadium, and it's the Dolphins who have the lead in that one. Cedric Wilson, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Mixon has a run for a touchdown. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And you can see there, it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Alec Pierce, a touchdown reception. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Fields' throw is on target to Likely. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Fields. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fields. That one complete to Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And here we go on 4th down, Fields. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Fields now to throw.
Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st down, it's Fields.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields.
And this one is incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Fields. Taking in left side. It's Wilson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. On first down, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On play action, Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's...
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on second and long. Fields. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Now a first down throw, Fields. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The fumble on first down now, here's second down. Here's Fields. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Fields. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5. From the gun, here's Fields. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Jets will take over. New York set to take the field. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st down, Fields. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. To the air, Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And Diggs has it. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. Back now in Buffalo. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Kayvon Thibodeau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Offside. Defense.
Well, all right, just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Inside give to Elliott. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Off-play action, Fields.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
A give to Elliott. Down to about the 22 here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Fields over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Down carry by Elliott. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The offense on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Out of the gun, Fields.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Justin Fields.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Parkey with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. A good drive.
This was was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brad, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up.